Indian economy is booming as we speak, and the phenomena is directly related to how Indians are choosing to live in this country. We see the ripple effect of the booming economy in the way Indians are purchasing luxury apartments, luxury cars, international trips, so on and so forth. Today we have with us Mr. Gaurav Gupta from MG Motors. So Gaurav, what are the specific trends you've observed in the sale of cars in India over the last decade?
See, interesting enough that we have seen is that the consumption of the average Indian has really been steadily rising, as we are seeing also in the per capita on a GDP basis for the Indian population. It's also reflecting in the car industry as well. India now is amongst the top 3 industries in the world, topping 4 million units, 4.2 exactly in the last financial year. And this has really quadrupled in the last decade from an overall perspective as the speed at which we have been moving forward. Within this segment also, there are very, very interesting factors. Number one, we are seeing that certain trends of body styles has improved. So SUVs, for example, in the last 5 years, in the last 10 years, the SUVs have actually doubled more than 4 times now. From about 13% of Indian industry, it's about 50% plus. And SUVs worldwide are becoming more of a symbol about acquiring a vehicle which kind of gives you your stance. It tells you about your status as well. Secondly, we are seeing our premium vehicle market in the country this year is being the highest. It's clocking almost close to 50,000 units. So at 50,000 units, it's the highest ever Indian market has ever sold the luxury cars. So overall, the trends are clearly visible about high consumption. And then within that, we are observing a trend of taste. We are seeing automatics becoming also a factor where people are preferring convenience, people are preferring to be more relaxed while they were driving. If you remember about a decade ago, even 5 years ago, people were looking at automatics to see as, it's expensive, mehenga hai, we should try and look at manual, it's fuel efficiency and factors. And today people are going for more and more automatics. In fact, automatics now in the SUV segments across different categories ranges from upwards of 40% plus. People are preferring automatic cars, connected cars. People are preferring to have cars which have got internet inside, like we have in MG as well. So they're preferring to pick up cars which have got connectivity, which have got autonomous features as well coming in. So overall, automotive industry, if you categorize, has really moved to be top 3 in the world. Number one. Number two, we are seeing people are preferring to buy cars with higher features and more factors which allude to them to giving them more convenience, more comfort, more safety, as well as making sure that their statement of being arrived or having arrived in life is there. So that's how we are seeing it overall.
So Gaurav, clearly, as you just said, mehenga hai is not a problem. And it's not a problem if a car is extremely expensive. People have the aspiration, even if they cannot afford it, they want to afford it in future. Is that the sense of the market that you have?
Well, I would say more than saying mehenga hai to theek hai is not the right way to frame it. I think it's better to say that, what is the value that I'm getting at whatever price point. So if people are happy to pay more, provided they get the value for that vehicle that they're buying first. That is how we have to visualize it. Secondly, we are seeing an emerging trend of near luxury now overall in India. We are seeing that premiumization is going across the board, whether it's in the kind of whether you're having a coffee at a premium cafe or you're looking at buying a premium pair of shoes. It may not be the most expensive sneakers. Similarly, in the automotive segment, we are seeing that in this premium segment between 35 to 60, 70 lakh rupees, you will see a huge market coming up also. So there is an emerging trend of near luxury is a new term that we would like to call that I think is helping India overall. So premiumization is a factor being reflected across various consumer goods consumption across the country.
Why are SUVs suddenly popular? Are SUVs like the flavor of the season? Is it a trend which will die down? But are there real reasons for people really choosing SUVs as a vehicle of the choice?
See, SUVs typically are vehicles which give consumers a higher stance when they are in the vehicle. They are the trend worldwide as well. Today, the roads in India are really going very well now. We've got international standard roads and expanding as well. So families are getting together for long drives. Road trips are becoming more and more popular. So SUVs overall give consumers an extra space. They get extra boot room for putting up their luggage. It gives you a better ergonomically spaced seating. It gives you height. It gives you vision. So overall, consumption of SUVs has increased. And like I said earlier, it has increased from about 13-15% about 10 years ago to 50% plus of the industry now.
And talking about automobile consumption, which are the urban centers you think are more pro towards better cars, buying more cars? Is it Mumbai? Is it Delhi? Which are the urban centers according to your study?
See the metro cities, the Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad have always been the top cities for vehicle sales in India. But we're also seeing an emerging trend of the next metro boom coming up as well. So places like Ahmedabad, places like Lucknow, cities like Cochin, they're all coming up in the entire bracket. Chandigarh, Punjab, these are all the places coming up for vehicle consumption. So we are seeing a pattern which not only now embodies the fact that you have the consumption majority in the metro cities, the state capitals, but there are also new clusters coming up where consumers are stepping out and I would say continuing the COVID concept of YOLO, you only live once. So you are seeing consumption across the board.
So yes, YOLO is pretty much the driving sentiment of consumerism in India. I'll agree with you on that one. Now, as you said, that Indians are increasingly looking for premiumization. But when it comes to luxury, what exactly is defining luxury for people when they're buying a car?
So, well, I would say overall, from the perspective of automotive, luxury then gives you the first stance, in our opinion, of being one with the world, because these are models which are uniform across the world mostly. Second, I think the differentiation comes not only from the product, which is of course known in terms of overall capacity of the engine, the size, etc., but also in terms of the overall experience that you would be looking at supporting the overall buying process, the ownership process, the way you're handled. So all of that comes as one package. And of course, the known factors of status, etc., go along with it. So that's the entire package which is helping people or enabling people to move to this level of, you could say near luxury and luxury as well.
And from your house, from the house of MG, what are the best models that we are looking forward to in 2024 and 2025, if you can take us through that?
Well, we recently did announce that we are, fully paced on our MG 2.0 to have, new products coming in the market. We've also announced that we would be looking at entering the premium channel with our products. We are really gearing up on the new energy vehicle segment, which would mean vehicles which are not only electric vehicles, but also plug-in hybrids coming in from the house of MG. So overall, we are categorizing our entry into various segments in the market of India. This year itself, in 2024, we're looking at 2 cars coming in. And then next year, we will be having a slate of new launches also to add on to our portfolio. Electric vehicles already count about 25 to 30% of our portfolio sales as we speak. And this will be doubling up in the years to come from the house of MG.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for your key insights into the premium auto segments of India. Thank you so much from Republic Business.